Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Jimmy. Shalom to the Akim, pure truth and sincerity. Shalom to the man, women, and children listening and learning. Now, I'm going to entitle this lesson one or the other, or maybe all three of them. But the washing process, or the refining process, or the purifying process, right? I may call it the purifying process, but I've been I'm about to start going into prophecy more often, just to work on that skill set, but I'm going to read this right here. It says, through the refining process, they extract and mold the pure gold and silver by removing all the impurities in the ore. This process involves fire and the close attention of the smith. The smith puts the ore in the fire to burn out some of the impurities, then takes it out and shapes it, then back into the fire to eventually refine it. Let's see. Okay. So basically, I just want to, mention that the refining process is happening earlier than others. And the elect have a different refining process than other people, other minerals, other gold, other silver, The elect's refining process, at the moment, they're being refined through the tribes and tribulations that they suffer, while 2/3 are going to have to be refined through the fire. And the smith, which is Yahushua, is going to have to burn them to shape them up, right? It says, then the smith puts the ore back into the fire to burn out some of the impurities, and then takes it out and shapes it, right? And once this process happens, they're going to be shaped into the correct image, into the image, of the Heavenly Father wanting them. How can I say this? They're going to become precious. Right now, they have all this dirt covering them. That's all the sin and stuff. It has to be refined. They have so many impurities in them, which is all the sin that needs to be cleansed out. Okay? And the Lord makes notes of this, in many scriptures. Okay? First, I won't get into this, Isaiah 4:4. Okay? And it was talking about the Isaiah 4:1 prophecy, right? But it goes down. Actually, I'm going to start at Isaiah 4:3. It shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion, and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem. The Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. Okay, and they're being shaped into something pretty. Because when this process happens, you're being polished. You're being shaped into something that is wanted. You're being beautified, right? And their process is a lot different from the 1/3, the elect, right? Is Zechariah 13 and 8 through 9. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part left therein. I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. And this is exactly what the elect are being put through at the moment. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, it is my power. Right? And this is the 1/3 being brought through the fire and refined, and is being tried, as gold is tried. Right? And that fire is representative of the tribulations that they suffer. Right? But as we see in Isaiah 4:1, the 2/3 have to be cleansed. See, the Lord shall have washed away the filth. Actually, let's go into this word refine. Oh, slowly. Okay. Purify. Clear. Cleanse. See that? Polish. Fine tune. Right? Touch up. Okay? And this is exactly what the elect are going through at the moment. Or the ones that have this truth. No, I take that back, the elect. But the 1/3 shall have go through the process of being cleansed through hardcore burning and bashing, being purified, right? Alright, now this is the purifier, actually. That's what it says for the title. Okay, but it says this is Malachi 3:1. Behold, I will send my messenger, and the message is another name for a prophet, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come into his temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire. Right, so he's going to be doing the burning. He's going to be cleansing out. He's going to be purging out the sins, of Israel. And like fuller's soap, he shall sit as the refiner and purifier of silver. He shall purify the sons of Levi, purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. See that? So you're doing this that she may be, acceptable unto the Lord. Just as Yahushua, that process, he was being tried when he was on the cross. He was being refined like silver and gold when he was on the cross. Right? And, going through the process of, coming to the truth and changing can be a sense of being refined. Not completely, but going through the process of it, because you're leaving behind and you have to let go a lot of things that you were attached to in the world, such as family members. Right? I want to read this again. Through the refining process, they extract and mold, right? So exactly what the Lord is going to do, he's going to mold them and make them acceptable unto him, right? If you have a nice shiny hammer and you got a rusty hammer, what are you going to do with the rusty hammer? If let's say you're a blacksmith, what are you going to do with it? You're going to take it through the process of being cleansed. You're going to take it through the refining process, right? I think that's what blacksmiths do. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. But it's just through the refining process, they extract and mold the pure gold and silver by removing all the impurities in the ore, right? So these impurities have to be removed in order for the gold to be soft enough to mold, right? This process involves fire and the close attention of the smith, and that fire is also representative of Yahushua. What did he say? He said in Malachi, he said, where's it at? Okay, Malachi 3:3. He shall sit as the refiner and the purifier of the silver. Look at that, 244 on top of the screen. I just looked up. Cool, Lord, how about you, Yahushua? Yahushua is that fire. You know, he said, I will sit as the refiner and the purifier of silver. And the thing that's purifying that silver is the fire, right? He's going to put them through the process of burning. He's taking out all the impurities, which is, let's say, that's representative of sin. That way they may be molded and they be acceptable, right, unto the Lord. You know, if you got a big old nougat of gold, would you take, let's say, would you take a rusty covered, rock covered, mineral like opal, or would you rather take a polished, shiny, glowing piece of gold? You more likely the majority would rather take the gold, right? Because what use do you have of that mineral, right? But you have use for the gold, right? And that's what this process is about, is being changed. That way you may be acceptable unto the Lord, right? I think in those hours when Yahushua had all the sin, upon him, the Lord had to look away for a couple of seconds. The Lord's always there, but all that sin was upon him, And he went through the process of being refined, and he came out with all the glory, polish, precious mineral, precious black opal. I'm actually look it up. I was looking at this the other day. It's beautiful. He came out all pretty and where's that? Look at that. Look at that image. All pretty and shiny and polished. You have use for this. This is a good use, right? Instead of something being all blocked up and trashy and stuff, right? So, really, that's all for this lesson. I'm prophesying of the purifying process of Israel. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect and something to the next.